walk past, he ain't had that one West juice step. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. Like that. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tent. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick. He ain't one rent, he ain't one West. He a straight fraud, he just spying out. At a dance recital with the leggings on, said he trying out. He know how we rock, he know how we roll, he just aficionado. He don't put in no work, but I hear him coming when we popping them bottles. I ain't feeling that, get your ceiling cracked, I'm too real for that, you gotta be thorough. Claim me bout it, but he never with it. But Geico on, look, that nigga just shit it. If I want that block, I send my niggas get it. Scope the area and send me your image. Pass the flyers out, cause this ain't a gimmick. She bad and she loyal, I have to rip it. Grip, I was a crook of punches, get the flying, now your tongue sticking, but without the ribbon. Remember seeing pigeons, yeah, we broke it down, but we didn't whip it. Now this shit is different, sticks and rulers couldn't measure how we live. Remember long nights posted in the kitchen, I was frustrated about how we living. Felt my hand was forced, had to make this shit. We don't wear purple, we don't sell drugs, we don't like crackers. Over strong, they don't get along, so they don't dap us. And that's cool with me, cause according to us, you get truancy. Like a straight fool, fell in love with demons and you left the school, so I'ma eat your food. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga walk past, he ain't had that one West juice step. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tent. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick, he ain't one rent. I'm a straight goon, I'm a straight savage, I'ma let him have it. Nigga shut your mouth, this is not Christian rap. Glocks 940s, I be into that. Debating who real, I'ma put an end to that. I shoot PK, real one West. Roll up the camp and be beating my chest. Feeling in the spirit, about the blazing shit. Pop on fire like I had some K's and shit. T-shirts at the table for our agents in. Hurry up and buy on some Asian shit, pause that. Everybody know Christ black. 2017, you can't fight that. Kill a right hook, they think Mike back. Kill a crossover, Mike back. King of pop, Mike back. Where mommy and poppy at? Someone sooner familiar. Hey yo, watch that nigga. Yeah, he ain't familiar, I'm a big man. We do big things in a big room with the big boss. I don't jump for shit, I ain't crisscross. I'm a rap the priest, it's the 6th law. It's left Philly, what it's hitting for? About to go out to Boston, just to find something chocolate. With the thick thighs and the soft eyes. He ain't one West, I don't know the guy. I come in the paint, get him posterized. And my jacket stamp, bitch, I know the rise. He ain't one West, I don't know the guy. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga walk past, he ain't had that one West juice step. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tent. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick, he ain't one rent, he ain't one rent.
The sheep is hiding, that camp they crying, now people be siding. The earth colliding, bullets be flying, Israel dying, mothers be crying, the white men be lying. With all the billions in the world, as we aim for the sky, the white man is the devil, want a piece of the pie. On your knees praying, asking a high power, why the BHN is always getting devoured. Cause he conditioned your mind to being a coward, and talk like a Christian, shout like a Christian. Everybody Muslim and want to be Christian. Fact is, tune in and listen, I should be cake classes, teaching our masses with the scriptures. There is no contradiction. Fake camps, there is no competition. You can't love Esau and teach the scriptures. So just what?
I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For thy violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. Esau's got a bird, as it says in the word, you gotta. Waking up at 4 a.m. to build apartments that a nigga can't afford to live in. No one contemplating robbing a bank, or what'll happen if I poke my boss up with the shank. Because I'm talking to me crazy, straight abusing his rank. And the satisfaction ain't worth catching a case. And I gotta do this shit here for my son's sake. But it's hard in this world when you're surrounded by snakes. If they was gone, my father probably would have been in my life. My nigga Mike wouldn't have lost 30 years of his life. My nigga J-Line would probably be rocking a mic instead of me wishing I could bring her back while I write. No more brothers that's whipping up in the kitchen. No more daughters stripping or even selling the kitten. No more pigs planting evidence for phony convictions. We could enjoy this whole planet, every black and Hispanic, if they just. I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For our violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. Esau's gotta burn, as it says in the word. You gotta. Just vanish.
Yo, suck my dick, kiss my ass, you can't hold me, nigga. I'm a beast, you catching bullets, so who holy, nigga? All 2018, I'm disowning niggas. Don't feel bad for them, nah, that's what I'm on, niggas. Niggas think it's about flowing, rhyming words. With my words rhyming, this wolf can flow backwards. You're the white man, a double, and the Jews is black, etc., etc. The average nigga saying that will never pull the lever when it's necessary. North nigga, legendary, ill town, breaded heavy. I'm a beast and a savage, you can't tame or train it, it's hereditary. Pops is one, so son is one. I got the gun, it got a drum. Hey yo, who you gon' call if I pull a straight Basiete and leave your noodles opposed to al dente? Braise your taco meat cause you ain't like it crunchy. Yeah, the crackers should vanish, but if you acting like them, you could vanish with them. Treat your back like a wall and commit vandalism. I had to hand it to him once he stopped fucking with the crackers. Now I won't reject them when he
I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For our violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. Esau's gotta burn, as it says in the word. You gotta. Just.
All right. Clap it up. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And what we've been teaching since 1969 is so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. What does that mean? That simply means black people, you got an identity. You're not just black. Black is a color, okay? That's why we say so-called. The white man named us that. They call us that. But God called so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians the Israelites. That land over there in Israel, that's our homeland that's been stolen from us. So in ISUPK since 1969, the Most High, the nigger God, allowed the truth to be spread back through the earth so we can learn who we really truly are in these last days. And what we did find out in the Bible, that the white man, the white race is Lucifer, okay? They are the devil that the Bible speaks of, always have been since day one. You know what I mean? And that's what we've been teaching. We are not affiliated with any other fake Israelite group, Christian church, Muslim mosque, any religious institution. We stand alone. All right. And we've been teaching the truth according to the Bible, man. And that's our number one source, the Bible. We actually know how to break the Bible down, unlike the Christian church or anybody else. You know what I mean? God put the truth back in the earth through niggas, man. Hardcore niggas with beards, boots, and braids. Okay. Hardcore niggas. All right. So we got a very interesting and heavy topic tonight. We're going to go in on something. The topic of the class is we're going to go into God's laws on sexual conduct. A lot of people don't know that according to God, sex is marriage. That's a whole nother class, but I got to bring it up since we on the laws of sexual conduct. But with that conduct, with that sex comes great responsibility. You know what I mean? That's what marriage is. Sex is marriage according to God, not a ring or a piece of paper. But we're going to go into the laws on how and who you can have sex with. All right. And this is a very, very heavy topic. A lot of black people, we think that, you know, you can just love who you love and, you know, your body, you can do what you want to do. Well, according to God, he wants us to marry each other. He don't want us to marry outside of our race. And when I say marry each other, I'm talking about Israelites only. There's 12 tribes into the nation of Israel. That's what you get. That's what makes up the Native Indians and the Puerto Ricans and niggas and Jamaicans and Haitians, you know what I'm saying? Mexicans, we can marry each other. Brazilians, we can marry each other. We cannot marry Africans. We cannot marry white people. We cannot marry Asians. Okay. And I'm gonna go into the laws on, sexual conduct, who you can and cannot have sex with. This is a very important topic. You know what I mean? Of course, raping a woman is against the laws of God. You can't take it. Same with women. You know what I mean? You can't molest younger boys, younger men. You know what I mean? Unless if they're of age, you can have sex, but you can't rape them. You can't force anybody to have sex, man. So today we're gonna go into the book of hold on one second. Leviticus chapter 18. What's going on? Yeah, Bohemians too, sis. You're right. Cleora Williams, she typed in the chat. She said Bohemians too. That's right. People from the Bahamas, the indigenous people from the Bahamas, we can marry them too. Brazilians, you know what I mean? The indigenous people of Chile and Argentina, you know what I mean? Uruguay. A lot of people don't know that's our people. Those people that's over there in those Amazon forests, the indigenous peoples of that land, we can marry them too. That's our people. Basically, black and brown. You understand? We can get out. Trey Sosa, I see you. Shalom, Lord Christ. What's going on, Hebrew? Remember, if y'all got any questions, type it into the chat. I appreciate you typing into the chat. Cleora Williams, you're exactly right. A lot of people don't know. That's our people, man. All right. The Guatemalans, you know what I mean? People from Honduras, Panama, Ecuador, we can marry them. You know what I mean? We can marry the Jamaicans and the people from Trinidad and Tobago throughout the Caribbean, St. Croix, the West Indies. Those are our people, man. You know what I'm saying? But they gotta be so-called Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian father side. If they're not that on their side, okay? If y'all can y'all hear the class loud and clear? Press 1 if you can hear the class loud and clear. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. All right, so now, everybody hear me clearly? So we're gonna get right into it, man. We're gonna go right into the laws on sexual conduct because this is a very important topic. All right, so first and foremost, man, I want to go to the book of Job in the New Testament. Matter of fact, let me see. Yeah, we're gonna go to Job chapter 9, verse 24 to start the class off with. All right, the book of Job. Right. Matter of fact, Job is in the Old Testament, 763. All right. So we're gonna go to the book of Job first. Book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? This is talking about the white race covering the identity of the real Israelites. If a lot of people don't know, our black king Christ, he was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. They cover up the faces. They don't want you to know Christ got black skin. They don't want you to know the real Jews have black and brown skin. Okay? They cover up the faces of the judges thereof. God saying it's going to be a people who he going to give the earth to, and they're going to be a wicked people to rule over the real Israelites because the Israelites wanted to follow the other people instead of following him. Who is him? The nigger God, the God of this Bible, the black God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which were all black men in whom we come from. They're my foreparents, our forefathers. Okay? I'm going to read that again from the top. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So whoever running the earth, whoever controlling the earth, the economics, the water, whoever controlling the media, the masses, that's who the wicked is. And if you notice on the planet Earth, sex sells. Sex and controversy sells records. Sex sells magazines. Sex sells food. That's why you go into the commercials, you see some woman with some skimpy clothes on, and it's a toothpaste commercial. You see what I'm saying? Because they know that sex sells. I'm going to go into these laws on how the Most High never wanted us to not even dress a certain way. He didn't want us, he wanted us to have sex a certain way. You know what I mean? And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, pornography is not the way that the Lord wanted us to have sex. Sex is a intimate, intimate relationship between a man and a woman who both consent to have sexual intercourse, not in front of the world, not to have menage a trois and threesomes. That's against God's laws, man. You can't have a threesome or a menage a trois, so they like to call it. You can't run a train on some woman, man. Brothers, you can't have two women in the same bed. You can have more than one wife, but you can't sleep with them at the same time. Those are against the laws of God. So today's class topic is laws on sexual conduct. Remember, if anybody got a question or a comment, be sure to type it into the chat. All right. So now we're going to go right into the book of Leviticus, right? The book of Leviticus, we're going to go into the sexual laws. Okay. A lot of people don't know. God got laws on sexual conduct. God got laws on dietary, foods we can and can't eat. God has laws on everything or everything that's supposed to govern your day-to-day life here in this hell called North Central and South America, what we've been living in, because hell is a condition. If you don't know how to have sex, that means we've been having unlawful sex. Unlawful sex is fornication, according to the Bible. The Christian church think just having regular sex is fornication. They're stupid as hell. Why would God tell us to be fruitful and multiply if he didn't want us to knock boots? If he didn't want us to have sex with each other? You sound like a damn idiot, man. You just don't know the scriptures. Fornication is unlawful sex. Now, what is unlawful sex? Bestiality. That's having sex with animals. A man having sex with a man. That's fornication, unlawful sex. A woman having sex with a woman. That's fornication. That's unlawful sex. Grown men and grown women having sex with underage teenagers or children. That's fornication. That's unlawful sex. Y'all starting to get it here? You having sex with a woman while she on her period. That's fornication. That's unclean. That's unlawful sex. Okay? So it's many laws on sexual conduct, man. Having sex with another man's wife. That's fornication. That's unlawful sex. A woman, you having sex with one man and then turn around and have sex with another man. That's not only fornication, that's also fornication and adultery. And adultery is a death penalty offense to the Most High. This is why we live in these conditions of hell we've been living in, on the bottom of society, because God is against us for breaking his laws, all of them. If you think it's only 10 laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, you out of your babbit ass mind. Okay? So we're going to go straight into the book of Leviticus, chapter 18. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all write these scriptures down. I don't know why you never heard of this in the Christian church. You know what I mean? I don't know why you got to come to the ISUPK to learn the truth. You understand? Ain't the truth supposed to be in the Christian church? Ain't you been a Christian all your damn life? Well, why you don't know the Bible then? Why the Christian pastor don't know the Bible then? Here's the truth. God is not in religion. God is not in any religion. God hates all religions, including Christianity, man. So right now we're going to go into the book of Leviticus, which is in the Old Testament, just like the scripture we just brought out, Job. In the ISUPK, that's an acronym that stands for Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Okay? We teach the Old Testament and the New Testament. Okay? We're the priests and prophets that's authorized to teach these scriptures in these last days and time. Remember, if you got any questions or comments, type it into the chat. I want to say a greeting real quick. I want to say shalom to all Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian brothers. I want to say shalom. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Baraka Thumb. What I just spoke, I spoke in Hebrew, asking the Most High to bless you. To all my Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian sisters, I want to say shalom. Yahweh Shamar Alatah Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. I just ask the Most High God to watch over you and protect you in the name of our Black King Christ. I spoke in Hebrew. Hebrew is the language that we spoke before we spoke any English or Spanish or Creole or any other European language. All right. So we're gonna get right into it. So this is the book of Leviticus. We're gonna break down the whole chapter 18, because chapter 18 goes into sexual laws, who you can and cannot lay down with, have sex with. You know what I mean? It's gonna go. I mean, it's gonna get specific. You know what I mean? That's how you know niggas wrote the Bible. Man, and before I get into it real quick, I want to tell you, I want to inform y'all on something real quick, man. The most bizarre thing just happened to me the other day. I'm at the crib chilling, man, and my pops just pops up out the blue. He didn't call or nothing. I don't talk to him every day. You know what I mean? I talk to him every blue moon. I love my pops, you know what I mean? But he just pops up at my crib, blue moon. So I comes to the door, let him in, and he's holding something behind his back, right? And he's like, man, he said, I had to get this to you, man. I've been holding it for 42 years, man. And I've moved all over the earth, man. And I've been wanting to give this to you, man, before anything, or God forbid something happened to me. He's been holding this right here 42 years. And for those who don't know, I'm 42 years old. He takes the thing from behind his back. It's a picture frame with my birth certificate in it. And they got the little hat that I wore when they took the hat. Back then in the 80s, the early 80s, they would put a hat on the baby's head when the baby comes out the mother's womb. The hat still had the stains on it from the blood and everything from when I come out of my mother's womb. So they put it on my head. He said, man, I didn't want to wash it, man. I wanted to keep it in rare form. So he framed it in a picture frame with glass over it with the birth certificate in there. And then the doctor who delivered me and the doctor that belonged to my mother. Long story short, man, that right there is Israelite culture, man. This Bible is black people who wrote letters down to that throughout the generations, and it got handed down to black people. I'm saying that to say this. This is our records, man. You know what I'm gonna do with that? With that thing that my pops gave me that's priceless, and I was speechless. I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna wait till my daughters get old, Lord allow, of course, and I'm gonna give it to one of them, and I'm gonna say, man, I'm gonna give them the story of how my pops gave it to me, and this is from me to you, and you pass it on throughout the generations. So even if we don't got anything monetary, no money or anything like that, we'll have something in our family loom to hand down to one another. Lord forbid something happened to it, but that's what we used to do. Back in the days, the Bible is the same thing. When we handed down things, man, white people stole that from us. They might have an old clock or old watch or their inheritance. Well, the Bible is our inheritance, man. We're supposed to have the land of Israel handed to us. But because we wanted to follow the other races and with their sexual immorality, God allowed us to be destroyed. And go read about the Greeks and the Romans and the Egyptians. They would destroy your history. Like family looms, like the thing I'm talking about right now, they would destroy it and wipe it off or put it in museums and lock it up in vaults so you would never know your real true identity. That's why we out here calling ourselves Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian, because they done destroyed a lot of our records. Now, make no mistake, they still have a lot of our records of us being the real true Jews, of us being the real true biblical Hebrew Israelites. Over there in the Smithsonian Museum, down in the Vatican under them vaults and all that, over in Saudi Arabia, they have a lot of records of us, Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians in their lands thriving under them as slaves. But we were thriving, just like we over here in America. Even though we living in a hellish condition and we're on the bottom of society, we still is the best people on the planet, even though we've been slaves for over 500 years here in this place, man. We still better than all the other races. African can't compare to no nigga. A damn white man can't compare to no nigga. So on and so forth. All right. So let's get into these sexual laws. Okay, for those who just coming in, tonight's topic is on laws on sexual conduct. So we're going into the book of Leviticus. We're going to start at chapter 18, verse 1. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel. I'm going to have to pause right there. When God told Moses, who was also an Israelite, Moses is an Israelite. He's from the tribe of Levi. Today, that's Haitians. Niggas, you can marry Haitians. That's your people. Okay? But God told a black man named Moses, and he was from the tribe of Levi. Today, Moses would be a so-called Haitian. God told him to speak to the children of Israel. If you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you are the children of Israel. Don't let them fool you into believing you're their drug dealers and rapists. You're from some shithole country. Them stinking white people know that we from Jerusalem. They know exactly who the hell we are, man. Let me read it again. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying unto them, I am the Lord, your God, children of Israel. The black God of this Bible, he's telling us, I'm your God. I'm not the God of that. Why you think the Chinese worship Buddha? Why you think the people from India worship Hindu and Shiva, these false gods? Why you think the Egyptians was worrying that they still to this day, they worship cows and golden calves and things like that. That's why we made up a golden calf in the wilderness, trying to be like the Egyptians, man. And it pissed God off some more. All right, let's keep going. Verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. You see what I'm saying? So not only did he want us to not worship their gods, he wanted us to not live their type of lifestyles either when it comes to sexual immorality. Because clearly Africans, white people, Chinese people, Arabs, people from India, Hawaiians, Filipinos, they all live a disgusting sexual deviant lifestyle. You understand? And we've learned their ways, man. The LGBT community comes from other races. God say, don't be like the other races. He's saying it now. Let me keep reading. And after their doings of the land of Canaan, whether I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. We shouldn't even walk in their lifestyles. We shouldn't walk in their religions. We shouldn't walk in their customs and traditions, man. We should walk in these customs and traditions that God gave the niggas, okay? And if you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, what's up, my nigga? Because we family. We the Israelites. Verse 4, ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord, your God. You see that? Now, why in the hell the Christian church ain't never brought this out, man? What in the hell wrong with the Christian church? Wait, Shalom, Lord Christ. What's going on, Ayazah? What's going on? Verse 5. And ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord. You see that? God don't want us to die at early ages, man, because of STDs, man. He said we walk in his judgments. If we keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, we'll live, man. But we're not living, man. This ain't living. Now, you might be breathing. Your lungs might be pumping. You know what I mean? Your liver might be working. But you're spiritually dead, man. We're the walking dead out here. All right, verse 6. None of you shall approach any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. You see that? You ain't supposed to be trying to have sex with your immediate family, man. If you got the same mother and same father, you're not supposed to be trying to have sex. You can't have sex because it's your, let me read it again. We're in the book of Leviticus chapter 18, verse 6. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him. Now, this is how you know niggas wrote the Bible. Because why the Bible is talking about near of kin to him? Who the only people on the planet that say kin folks? Niggas say kin folk, man. Mexican people say kin folk. What in the hell you think cabron mean? Or primo? It mean cuz or cousin. What up, cuz? Black people say that. What up, auntie? What up, uncle? What up, unc? What up, pops, mom, dukes? That's near of kin to you, man. God said this. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. You know what this means to you mothers out there who have children? Cover up your goddamn breasts when you're in that damn house, man. Them kids ain't got no business seeing your naked ass walking all through the house with little booty shorts on, man. I remember back in the days, the women dressed like women, man. They used to wear slips and bras up under their shirts. Now women don't even wear bras under their damn shirt, man. We became a nasty people, man. Brothers, you guilty too. What the hell you doing walking around the house knowing your kids or somebody out there outside of your wife and you ain't got no shirt on or you got a little wife beat on? Nobody want to see your pecs, man. Nobody want to see your naked body, man. In the ISUPK, we teach our people you don't uncover your nakedness if it ain't your wife or your husband. Put on some goddamn clothes, man. You go in the locker room, niggas walking around in the locker room butt-ass naked. You ain't supposed to live like that, man. That come from Greece and Rome. That's white society and African society, man. Let them do that. You cover up yourself, man. Whether you at the crib and kids around. Now, if you at the crib by yourself and the kids going off to school, now you can just let it swing. Okay, whatever you want to do. But them kids come home, you put on some damn clothes. The nigga God of the Bible just said it. All right. I'm going to keep reading. Verse 7. And the nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother, thou shalt not uncover. She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. You see that? See, we got laws, statutes, and commandments in this Bible, man, that the Christian church never teach. God said, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of your mother or your father. Now, who we know that have sex with their mother and their father and their brother and sister? We know Trailer Park Trash does that. Little Timmy is going to go shoot up mass shooting because he can't have sex with his sister. Black people, you are not to live a sexual, immoral life like that. God gave us sexual laws and conduct on how we are to conduct ourselves when we're living. Okay. I'm going to go to verse 8. The nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. You shouldn't be trying to have sex with your father's wife, man. Them your father's butt cheeks that he can clap. That's his wife. That's your father's wife. That's why I say it's his nakedness. Because he the only one supposed to see his wife naked, not you. Wives, you got a responsibility. Shouldn't nobody see you naked unless it's your husband. And this nakedness right here is talking about having sex, but it's also talking about your dress code. It's also talking about the way you present yourself, not only inside of your house, but outside of your house in society. Y'all remember back in the day when it say lady in the lady in the street, freak in the sheet? Huh? In the ISUPK, we tell you be a lady. Okay? A lady inside of your house and outside of your house. Now, once you and your husband get in that bedroom, y'all can get it on like Donkey Kong. But this is talking about sex and a way that you're supposed to present yourself. So that brothers, you out there playing basketball, put on a t-shirt. Don't be out there balling with no damn wife beater on. With them little tight ass spandex biker shorts on. Get some damn basketball shorts that fit. Nobody want to see your nasty little ball sack and print, man. All right. Verse 9. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, whether she is born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness shall thou not uncover. Y'all hear that? Even if your mother or father have some children at the crib that you grew up in with, or if your daddy had some children outside of the house that y'all lived in. That's what it means by abroad. I don't know about y'all, but my papa was a rolling stone. I got brothers and sisters all over the earth that I ain't even know. The Bible is saying you can't have sex with them either. See, this Bible is full of life, man, and a moral compass. Stuff that you inherently already kind of know or should know. But this goes into intricate detail on who you can have sex with, how you can have sex, you know what I mean? And all that, even when you can have sex. If you want to do things right, according to God, don't everybody swear they love God, but nobody does what he tells us to do, except for in the ISUPK. We follow all the law, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, man. All right. Hey, Shalom, what's going on, Gabar? I see you. Kum Yasha Allah. What's going on, Elder Charles? I see you. What's going on? Shalom, Lord in Christ. Y'all got any questions or comments? Be sure to type it into the class. All right. Like and share the class as well. All right. So the topic of tonight's class is we're going over laws on sexual conduct, how you supposed to, conduct yourself sexually. You know what I mean? And then we all know, according to God, sex is marriage. All right. So you can't be out here just having lascivious, sex with just anything and anybody. All right. So now we're on verse 10. The nakedness of thy son's daughter or thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for theirs is thine own nakedness. This is telling you, grandparents, you can't have sex with your grandchildren. Grandchildren, you can't have sex with your grandparents, man. And I know it sounds disgusting, but it's people out here that does that. I'm from down south. I'm from down south. You want to know the slogan down south? They say cousins make dozens. Man, we down there, they down there having sex with each other like it's, okay with God. And then wonder why your children come out half retarded. That's God's punishment to your incest. Okay? You got a kid that come out with 8 toes, God did it. I ain't laughing, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Stop being so damn nasty. And a damn sexual deviant, man. All right? I'm going to read that one again because I believe that one important. Because there's a lot of you nasty, stinking, filthy grandpas out there. You little freaky ass grandpas out there. The kids come walking down the hallway. Grandpa first he read the newspaper. Here come the kids come walking downstairs, a little girl with no clothes on. Little girls, cover up your ass too at home. Now you done seen the grandpa, the newspaper done went down a little bit. Now his reading glasses done went down a little bit. Now he looking at the little girl. Cover your damn, you ain't got no business looking at that little girl, you freaky old man. A lot of molestation happen like that, where you have the grandfathers touching little girls, the grandfathers touching little boys, the grandmothers touching little boys and little girls, them crackhead or them drunk aunts and uncles that touched you, them older cousins that touched you when you was a baby. The Bible has laws on that, man. And if anybody who did that, God is, if he's not already punishing you and judging you, which I know he is, because black people as a whole is on the bottom of society, God is going to punish you, man. Don't think you got away with something. God knows all things, man. And he see what you do in your private little freaky little life, man. Okay? I'm going to read that one again, man. Yeah, man. Kissing cousins. That's another one they used to call Gabar. Kissing cousins. I remember back in the day, we used to play a game called Hang-Go Seek. But all my cousins changed the name to Hang-Go Get It. So we went from Hang-Go Seek, where you got to go find your cousins, to whoever you find, you get the hunch on them and play in their tail. Don't lie. All of you did it. Guess what? You little children of the corn, you little sexual deviants, okay? Freaky little kids, man. But listen, the Bible got laws on that, man. All right, I'm going to read that one again. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 18, verse 10. The nakedness of thy son's daughter or the nakedness of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness shalt thou not uncover, for theirs is thine own nakedness. Them grandkids literally came out of your son or daughter, which came out of you, stupid. That's why it's saying it's your own nakedness. Freaky old nigga. And this ain't got no age limit on it. It ain't got to be old. Just don't be freaky messing with your grandparents and your grandkids, messing with your mama and your daddy, your brother and your damn sister. The scripture's going to go more in detail with it some more. This is verse 11. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. You see that? Say if your daddy went out and got another wife and he had some kids with that other wife. Those kids that he had with that other wife, those are your brothers and sisters. You can't have sex with them. Yeah, so I know a lot of people you might meet, like I said earlier, I'm still to this day, I'm still meeting my siblings. You know what I mean? You can't be like, oh, we didn't grow up together. It's all game. No, y'all got the same blood running through your veins. Both of you come from your father, and incest is against God, man. It's against God. He's telling you who you can and cannot have sex with in these last days, man. Now, Israel, we used to be a smaller family when we lived in Jerusalem. When we lived in the land of Israel, we was a very smaller family, man. And things like that, because inherently all black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian people are for real cousins, aunts and uncles and cousins. You know what I mean? We're family. We're the 12 tribes of Israel. But we was an extremely small nation back then. But we have grown into a great nation now. You know what I mean? Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian women have babies like it's nobody's business. You kiss one of them, they get pregnant. You see what I'm saying? So you don't gotta have sex with your damn mama and stuff like that, man. That go back to Egyptian customs, man. It was Egyptians are Africans, and also Babylonian, which were Africans, another tribe of Africans. That goes back to a man named Nimrod. He was having sex with his mother, Semiramis. That's their culture. Okay, we don't do that as Israelites. It's disgusting to the Lord, and it should be disgusting to you. Think about that before you try to have sex with one of your immediate family members, man. All right, we're going to keep reading. All right, verse 12. So for those who just checking in, the topic of the class is laws on sexual conduct, and we're in the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 12. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman. You can't have sex with your father's sister, your auntie. That's against God. She is your father's near kinswoman. That's your kinfolk, man. Your people. That's your family, man. You can't have sex with your aunt. Now imagine if all the aunts and uncles would have knew this before they molested you when you was little. Think about that. If they was breaking the laws of God, then you grew up and seeing them get all their arms and legs amputated from diabetes or high blood pressure or cholesterol. They die from cancer. But the only thing you can remember is them raping you when you was little, or molesting you, or feeling and fondling and touching and groping on you when you was little. And that's God's judgment on them, the way they died at such an early age. And I'm going to tell you right now, 50, 60, 70, 80 is a young age, man. We're supposed to be living well past 100, 120, 140 with no problems. But because we want to sin and break God's sexual conduct laws, he cuts our days in half, man. He cuts it. He shortened your days of your life, okay? So we're going to keep reading. So don't have sex with your damn auntie, all right? Verse 13, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman, even your mama's side. Your daddy's side, you can't have sex with his brothers and sisters, and your mama's side, you can't have sex with her brothers and sisters, because that's family. That's incest. That's your immediate family. You cannot have sex with them. Why am I saying this? Because the Bible just said it. And the Bible said that's God's words, man. I'm not up here to sing you no damn gospel song. Nigga, I'm telling you the goddamn truth. And that's the only thing gonna make you free of your sexual mischief. You know what I mean? Your sexual deviancy, your immoral sexual compass, man. We need to be having these topics and these conversations in the Black and Hispanic and the Latino and Native Indian communities, man. It's a plague upon our people, man. And it makes us weak. It makes us weak, and the other nations, it makes them stronger than us, man. And I don't know about y'all, but we stronger than them. And we can be 10 times stronger than them if we just obey our Father, which art in heaven, which so happened to be a black man by the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? His name is Yahweh in the Hebrew. All right. Let's go to verse 13. We're in the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 13. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Verse 14. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thy aunt. So imagine your father's brother. Your father's brother got a wife. You can't go try to fuck her either. You nasty, freaky ass nigga. Same with you women. You can't go try to have sex with your father's wife or with your father's sister's husband. Let me tell you what, the Maury show and the Jerry Springer show got rich off niggas because this is exactly what we was doing. Having sex with family members, man. Immediate family members. They got rich off our sexual deviancy and made us a mockery and a laughing stock in front of the whole entire earth, man. And what do? The black woman get up and take off running in the back. When really you should have just followed God's laws, man. And I understand why you didn't follow God's laws, because the Christian church didn't teach you this. They taught you how to sing and dance. They taught you how to vote. They taught you how to be a weak black person under white people, man. When we got a rich culture compared to theirs. We got a rich way of living compared to all the other races, man. Because our way of living come directly from the black lips of our God, man. The nigger God, Yahweh is his name in the Hebrew. If you don't know his name, you don't know how to say Yahweh, just say, I'm praying to the nigger God from now on. Show me the way. And he's going to show you right to the ISUPK. All right. Let's keep reading. Verse 15. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. You ain't got no business trying to have sex with your son's wife either. You ain't got no business trying to have sex with your daughter's husband either. You understand? That's wickedness. Love and hip hop is thriving on stuff like that. The basketball wives of Atlanta is thriving. They're making money off our sexual deviancy. Out of us being some nasty, stinking freaks, man. When God gave you away. You don't want to have sex with your son's daughter, your daughter-in-law. You don't want to have sex with your son-in-law, man. That's immoral. That's immorality according to God, man. Let's keep reading. Verse 16. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. What in the hell you want to have sex with your brother's wife for? Them his butt cheeks the Lord gave him to tear down, not yours. It's his nakedness. That's his woman. You shouldn't be trying to have sex with your brother's wife, man. That's disgusting, man. A lot of times women do it. They'll wait good till you get locked up and go have sex with your brother or one of your homeboys. You see? You're not supposed to do that. That's against the nigger God, man. And there's punishments out there for it. All right. Verse 17. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter for her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswomen. It is wickedness. Man, I'm reading this out of the book of Leviticus, man. We're supposed to have been talking about these issues that's plaguing the black community. Tonight's class is laws on sexual conduct. So I'm going into the show to show you who you can and cannot have sex with. You cannot have sex with your immediate family. I'm going to read that scripture right there again. We're in the book of Leviticus chapter 18, verse 17. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness. There you go, man. Brothers, you can't have sex with a woman and her daughter. That's black people do that. Y'all ain't never seen when a man and a woman get married and say when the woman at work all the time, the man try to creep in the stepdaughter's room and have sex with them. God said that's wickedness, man. You can't uncover her nakedness, man. Or her daughter's daughter. Black people do that, man, because we learn from immoral people, white people. We learn from immoral people, Africans. We only do that because we watch them do that, man. But God told us from day one, we are not to be that wickedness of people, man. We shall not live in that manner. We shall not live the LGBT community likewise. But I'm going to get into that later on. I got a whole different segment on that LGBT community. because this is the class on law on sexual conduct, man. But don't have sex when your wife go to work and you trying to creep up in her daughter, man. You trying to creep up in her daughter's daughter, your grandchildren. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all call it boyfriend, girlfriend. You know what I mean? You can't have sex with them. All right. Verse 18. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister. Don't try to have sex with your wife's sister either. Niggas always talking about they want to have sex with twins. This is what that's talking about. Let me read it again. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister. Talking about you want a set of twins. You can't have sex with both of them, man. Let's see why. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. You see that? It's going to vex the one wife you got, it's going to vex her, man. She's going to hate her sister for you having sex with her sister, man. It's vexation of her spirit. You know what I mean? Having more than one wife, you can do that, but you can't marry two sisters, man. You can't do it. It's against the law. All right. And again, back in the day when we did it in Jerusalem, we was a very small nation. You know what I mean? When we did it in Egypt, we was a very small nation, living like we was just living like we're doing now. We in America and still doing it. You had to have priests and prophets to come out and check the people and tell them their morality according to God. They wanted to know that why they was dying, why they was getting hemorrhoids, why they was getting so many different diseases back then, just like we wondering why we dying the way we are now, is because of our sexual immorality, man, amongst other things. That's why we have classes in the ISUPK every day. If you notice, every class we go into a different topic, every class. Tomorrow, somebody might teach a class on what you can and cannot eat. This class on your sexuality. Okay? So you can't, we already established you can't have sex with your mother and your father. You can't have sex with your aunts and your uncles. You can't have sex with their children, your aunts and uncles' children. You see what I'm saying? You can't have sex with your brother's wife. You can't have sex with your sister's husband. Come on, man. Let's get it. Verse 19. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart from her uncleanness. This is talking about periods. You can't have sex with a woman while she's on her period, while she's on her menstrual cycle. That's against God, man. Let me read it again. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 19. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. The Bible calls your period, it calls a woman being unclean. You're unclean for a time, because that's God directly cleansing your body. So you're unclean. Back in the day, you're supposed to be set apart, meaning you couldn't come into the temple if you was on your period. You couldn't come amongst the people if you was on your period, because we don't want any blood diseases being spread amongst the congregation or amongst the nation. You know what that's called today? What's that word called? They did it with COVID when you had to be far from everybody else. You know what I mean? We did that back in the day. We would put our women all aside and give them somewhere, maybe that, some spas or something. They do nails and hair, stuff like that. But we wouldn't let them amongst the congregation, because if a disease broke out, we don't want everybody else getting sick and dying. You know what I mean? I forget the name of it. Man. It's like when you put on them hazard suits and they put, you go and you segregate it from everybody else. The name of it will come to me. But this is saying you cannot have sex with a woman while she's on her period. She's supposed to be set apart. Okay? That don't mean y'all broke up or nothing, or she's some zombie or alien or nothing like that. And don't you treat her like that. She's still a woman. She's still a princess. She's just unclean, so she can't come to class. You know what I mean? She can't come around the congregation. You know what I mean? Let her go. She can go to work or whatever, or she can, but when y'all lay down, let her lay on her own little separate little cover. You know what I mean? Just in case she start bleeding. I mean, I'm telling y'all, why you think blood pathogens, it's a lot of blood diseases out there. You know what I mean? Why you think them doctors put on all them gloves? They ain't trying to catch no damn hepatitis from your unclean ass. Neither am I. Imagine going into a woman having sex with her. You down there eating her vagina and you come up with a face full of goddamn blood, period juices. You nasty, freaky ass nigga. This is God telling you not to be that dumb and stupid. And you women out there, it's your obligation to let your man know when your period is on. Now, if he mess around and knock your period on, now stop immediately. Don't go back up in there, because that happens sometime too. You know what I mean? I done knocked a couple periods on. But when I seen it, that made me unclean. I couldn't come into the temple. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't teach a class the next day. If you knock it on, that's one thing. But knowing that she's on her period and you go into her, you can't even come to class if you go into her. You can't come to camp. You can't come to no things that got to do with the Lord. You can watch the classes from home. Okay? So that's laws on our sanitary laws, man. You know what I mean? Sexual sanitary laws. You know what I mean? Put your little napkins up under there, man. Wrap it up. You know what I mean? You got 7 days after you come on your period, 7 days you unclean. That's biblical law. All right. Quarantine. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Gabar. Gabar, thank you, brother. We came up with quarantine laws, man. Quarantine. The white people copied us on that, man. We was quarantining back in the day. Here's a quarantine. I'm going to read it again. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 19. Also shalt thou not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. So she's supposed to be put apart from the people or the congregation or the nation. She's supposed to be quarantined. Let her go on a spa day. Go buy nail envy or massage envy or something. Let her get pampered up till she come up off that period. Get her nails, let her get her hair done. You know what I mean? Let her do it. You ain't got to pay for it unless you want to. Women, that's your job to keep your damn upkeep up. You understand that? Now, I'm not saying a man can't do it. You know what I mean? Because he very well can. I shock my wives every now and again. You know what I mean? They shock me with a whole lot. So I try to, keep mine up too. You know what I mean? But they supposed to be set apart. They supposed to be quarantined. Thank you for that, brother. So this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 20. We're going to keep reading. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her. You see that? You can't have sex with your homeboy's wife either, even if they ain't your family. You can't have sex with your friends or somebody of your nation. If you Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you are forbidden to have sex with another man's wife. You understand that? Look how wicked we became. I'm not trying to hear that, see? What your man got to do with me? We done became a wicked people. Her man got everything to do with you, because she's your sister and that's your brother, and you're not supposed to lay down with his wife, man. That's adultery. This is a law on sexual conduct. You're not supposed to have sex with your homie's girl, man. You would be put to death. Back in the day, we would put you in a hole to where nothing but your head is sticking out that hole, and everybody would throw rocks at your head until you're dead. It's called being stoned to death. And don't worry, those days are coming back. But Christ died, so the priest ain't got to put you to death. The STD and them AIDS going to put you to death for being a filthy whore and a filthy whoremonger. Same with you women. You can't go out and have sex with one man and then turn around and go have sex with another man. We would have put your ass, vagina, and titties in a hole and threw rocks at you until you were died, till you was unalived. You can't be a stinking whore, man. But now everybody think it's all right. Everybody think it's all right, man. It's not all right for a woman to go out and have sex with another man, or a man to have sex with another man's woman. That's unlawful according to God, man. We just read it. Verse 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of the Lord thy God. I am the Lord. And guess what? Profanity, according to God, is saying happy birthday, Merry Christmas. Let's have a menage a trois. That's profanity unto the Lord. Not saying goddamn, not saying a cuss word, shit, fuck, damn. hell. That's not profanity. Profanity, profane in the name of the Lord God is saying he's white. It's saying Jesus is the reason for the season around Christmas when Christ wasn't born in December. He was born in the springtime. That's profaning the name of God, man. It's profanity to say God is a white man. It's profanity to say Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Halloween. That's profane to God, man. Now you're making your children pass through the fire unto Molech, man. Celebrating birthdays and holidays. That's profaning the name of the Lord, man. Having sex orgies. An orgy is against the Lord, man. Martin Luther King was having orgies with white women and gay pastors, Abernathy, in the damn Watergate Hotel. That's why the Lord put him to death. It's against God. All right, verse 22. Hold on, somebody asked a question in the chat. So cussing is not a sin. No, cussing is not a sin. That's just a Christian lie. Cussing is not a sin. Cussing is just strong adult English language. It is not a sin. Half of these words wasn't even invented back then. How in the hell can it be a sin? Well, the Bible says where there is no law, there is no sin. Show me in the Bible where it's saying fuck you is a sin. Now, there's a difference between cussing and cursing. Cursing is a sin. Cursing is wishing death on somebody, or witchcraft, or voodoo, or casting spells like a witch curse, like they do in Halloween, or wishing death on somebody, like a Ouija board or a voodoo doll. That's putting a curse or casting a spell on somebody. That's witchcraft. Zodiac signs, that's cursing somebody. You don't even know that you're cursing yourself when you say you're Sagittarius. When you say you're a Capricorn, you're cursing yourself. That's a sin. But saying go to hell, that's just strong adult English language. It may be rude, but being rude ain't a sin. One of the prophets in the Bible said, though may be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. It's not a sin to cuss. It's a sin to curse somebody, cast a spell on them, wish death on them, witchcraft, Ouija boards, so on and so forth. Okay? So yes, you'll never learn this in the Christian church. That was an excellent question, Gabar. I'm glad you asked that, because a lot of people don't know cussing is not a sin. Hell, black people think gambling is a sin. Gambling is not a sin. Black people in the Bible called the Urim and the Thummim. They threw dice. We keep some up here. We shoot dice, had dice game, play cards all the time. But you want to be wise in your gambling. Don't go lose all the goddamn rent money and all the kids' Similac money. Now you become a damn fool. Okay? And it is a sin to be a damn fool. All right? Another one that the Christian church, people think masturbation is a sin. Show me in the Bible where masturbation is a sin. I'll show you a damn liar. Masturbation has never been a sin. Only time masturbation becomes a sin is when you jacking off or you playing with yourself to pornography. Watching pornography is a sin because watching somebody else get married, you're uncovering their nakedness. Marriage is sacred between a man and a woman in a bedroom that's undefiled. You're not supposed to watch somebody have sex, whether it's oral or penetration. You're not supposed to uncover your brother's nakedness. We just read it. You're not supposed to uncover your sister's nakedness. We just read it, which makes it a direct sin on women dressing like a whore. It's a sin to dress like a whore. All right? So now let's keep going. We're in the book of Leviticus. Now remember, this class is on laws on sexual conduct. But please ask any questions that come through y'all minds. Please ask, because these are classes. You know what I mean? You notice when you ain't got nobody in the background playing the piano. You know what I'm saying? Or the beating the drums or playing the saxophone. If I want to go learn some jazz and some R&B, goddamn it, I'll go take some classes. What the hell I'm coming to a building to learn about God for, and I come and learn about a keynote or a clef note. Learn how to do some riffs and runs and sing my high notes, soprano and tenor and alto for. I'm supposed to be learning how not to be a goddamn sexual predator. So I can be addition to my nation. Okay? Instead of a subtraction. And what's subtracted today? Our sexual immorality, our sexual moral compass, man. We became an immoral people. That's why the ISUPK is established, to make our people back right, to make our people back righteous, back to that royal, because we got royal blood flowing through our veins. You can't take that from us, Mr. White Man. You took away our morality, but the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana and our black king Yahushua Christ, Jesus Christ, is here to give our morality back in these last days, man. All glory goes to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. So now, here go the second segment of the class, which is my favorite segment. Laws on being a goddamn faggot or a lesbian. Y'all didn't know it was laws in the Bible against that, did you? We about to go right into them. Remember, if y'all got any questions or comments, type it into the chat. So now this next segment is about to get real good, all right? We're in the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, and verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. You see that? I'm going to read it again. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. So a man ain't got no business laying with another man pretending that that's a woman that you're laying with. That's a direct law. God says it's an abomination. If you go Google the word abomination, abomination means something that God hates, something that's disgusting to God. God thinks it's disgusting for a man to lay down with another man. God thinks it's disgusting for a woman to lay down with another woman. God thinks it's disgusting for a man to lay down with two women in the same bed, talking about you having a threesome. God thinks it's disgusting for two brothers on one sister running a train on her. It's an abomination. God hates it, man. I got to read that again. Now, this is a direct cut to the LGBT community. Now, God did say obey the laws of the land. But whose laws you going to obey first? The laws of God or the laws of the land? I'm going to obey God law first. Because obeying God laws, you're not going to break any laws of the land. But the land laws done became so wicked. They done changed the rules. They say a man can lay down with a man. They call it same-sex marriage. That nasty, stinking, bone-eating African named Barack Hussein Obama legalized same-sex marriage when God said this in the Bible. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as if thou lie with womankind. It is an abomination. That directly X's out same-sex marriage. You understand that? Somebody in the chat said, Shalom. Hey, Shalom, what's going on? We see Dallas, Texas in this thing. Hey, we coming down there for the Passover. We coming down there's the Carwan. We coming down there in Houston, Texas for the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April the 4th, man. Y'all get ready, man. The ISUPK is having the Lord's 57th annual Passover down in Houston, Texas, man. It's going down. 2026, April the 4th, Houston, Texas, man, in a major way. It's going down, okay? Big up, you understand? What's going on? The brother typed into the chat. He said, I was telling a brother that the other day about two women at once. Right. That's an abomination to the Lord. A man can't have sex with two women at the same time because sex is marriage and it's between one man and one woman having sex with each other. Nobody else around. It's a sin for somebody to even see you having sex with somebody else. That's where white people get pornography from. That's where they get all your porn hubs and all that from. And the strip clubs. That's a sin to uncover your sister's nakedness, man. If that ain't your wife, you ain't supposed to be uncovering her nakedness. Now, we see sisters that be outside all the time wearing skimpy ass little clothes. She's sinning. You're not in the sin if you look at her. You got eyes. She's in the transgression for putting that on because she's not supposed to uncover her nakedness. But because she got that on, don't let her skanky look provoke you to go try to have sex with her. Now, you can talk to her, be like, hey, sis, man, look, man, that's a whole nother way we supposed to be living, man. Our daughters are not supposed to be dressed the way you're dressing, sis. You're a terrible influence on our sisters, man. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. You are royalty, but you're acting like the heathens, man. You acting like a nasty, stinking slump cum bucket, man. You understand? Now, she don't want to hear you. You let that hoe go be a hoe, and the Lord gonna deal with her hoe ass. Okay? But that's not to say you can't look. I mean, damn, you got eyes. You know what I mean? But don't be looking, you look so much, goddamn, goddamn, you reckless eyeballing the sis. You got eyes, you see her, okay. And I just make it a teaching point. How none of my wives better ever dress like that in public or at home around the kids. You want to wear some lingerie, baby? You do it for me, my eyes and my eyes only. You wait till them children go to bed, okay? You let them kids go to bed, and you keep that midnight oil burning for daddy. Trust me, I'm on the fucking way. But you're going to be a lady. That's what you're going to do. You're going to be a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets. Okay? Damn right. So we're going to read verse 23. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. There go bestiality in the scriptures right there, man. You ain't supposed to be laying down. Hey, shalom, what's going on? Hey, shalom, y'all smart about Shem Yahshua. We're not supposed to be laying with no damn animals, man. I was scrolling down Facebook, man, and I seen a damn woman. She was with a damn horse, and she was playing with the horse rod. And I was thinking, I'm like, man, what? She should have read this in the Christian church. It was a black woman. I couldn't believe it.
So where you at, sir?
We in the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 23. You came at the just right time, Ayazah. You understand? Yeah, and the brother in the chat say, good night. Right. Listen, man, what the hell you want to play with a damn horse for?
Right.
Do you not see these big burly ass niggas in our SUPK? Come on. You what? Half of us walk damn near bow-legged. Do I need to tell you why? Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? My ribs know. You know what I'm saying? Read 18 chapter 18 verse 23 if you would.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beasts to defile thyself therein. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast and lie down thereto. It is confusion.
Let me tell you where they got that from. They got that from white women. And let me tell you something about white men. They used to go out and have sex with their goats and their sheep and their pigs. They are lawless people. Africans do that, man.
Right.
They used to have sex with cows, which is why we tried to be like them in the wilderness. That's why we made that golden calf. A calf is a cow in the wilderness, trying to be like them stinking Africans, man. We're not supposed to be having sex with animals of any kind, dogs, cats. You think y'all sisters think y'all slick, don't you? That's why you got all them cats and dogs with no man. Them cats done became your liquor, your candy liquor.
Good night.
Yeah, we ain't stupid.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but brothers, you play a role in that too, intricately. Won't you become her beast?
Right.
They came out with a movie, Beauty and the Beast. Be her goddamn beast. Don't let her do bestiality. In the porn world, it's something called bestiality. And it's really going on in the real world, or else why the hell it's in the Bible?
That's right.
Okay, you can't have sex with a damn animal. Before that, we read the scripture say a man can't lay down with another man acting like it's a woman. That go out to all you faggots and lesbians out there, and you bisexual people out there. Then it came up with so many different names, y'all.
Right.
I'm bisexual. I'm trisexual. I'm sapiosexual. How about you just be a goddamn man having sex with a woman, man?
Right.
Tonight's topic is laws on sexual conduct. So we're getting into all of it. Sex is marriage, first and foremost. You understand? We went into earlier, you can't have sex with your mama and your daddy and your aunts and your uncles. You can't have sex with your daughter-in-laws and your son-in-laws. Okay? You can't have sex with your homeboy's girl. Sis, if you got a man, you can't have sex with another man, period.
Right.
All right, keep going, Baba Kasha.
Canada one can. The book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 24. Defile not ye yourselves, Salaki, ye yourselves in any of these things. For in all these the nations, Salaki, are defiled, which is cast out before you.
All the other nations that's around us, they do these things. He said, you're not supposed to do it if you're an Israelite. If you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you forbidden to do these dumb, stupid customs and sexual immorality and sexual deviancy like the other nations. God is right here, is calling the other nations that's round about you dumb as hell. Sexual deviance.
Right.
Sexual immorality is going on with these other races. That's why we look at them and we be like, man, everything they do is stupid. We look at each other and be like, man, only white people do shit like that.
That's right.
You ain't spoiled. Look at Timmy. He want to have sex with his sister in the trailer park.
Good night.
Right or wrong?
Right.
That's what white people do. And she don't give him none. He go shoot up the whole goddamn school. And then they go see us, me and Aya, dribbling the basketball up and down the court with about 3 cheerleaders apiece.
Right.
They jealous.
That's right.
Go ahead, Aya.
Still, like I say, if I may, Baba Kashar, what you're bringing out is so heavy because, the scripture is telling us don't follow after these nations. And I recently saw a TikTok video where this brother, he raised his goddaughter at 61 years old. She's now 18. You marry her, bro?
That good night. Come on, man. Come on, man. White people do stuff like that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what's so crazy about the Ayah? We got that from them.
That's right.
That's why when you go in that Christian church, the first person that touch a little girl is going to be either her uncle or her grandpa,
right,
or her father, or some older cousin.
That's right.
Or one of them stinking church members. You know what I mean? We not supposed to live like the other races, man.
Right.
And everybody, listen, I know for a fact, every Christian I come across, 1 out of every 2, 1 have been touched by a family member.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That's sexual immorality right there, man.
Right.
We got laws on sexual conduct. That's how people grow up to be faggots and LG and little lesbians and gay and all that. Because they've been molested as a youth. You know what I mean? We know we can't rape nobody, but when you molest, you touching on a child, man. You wait till your wife go to work so you can look at her daughter.
Good night.
You nasty, stinking
damn
piece
right
of infrared garbage. Let it happen to one of my daughters. I'm blowing your fucking head off, man.
Man,
and this ain't no bullshit. All right, keep reading.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 25. And the land is defiled thereof. And the land is defiled. Therefore, I do visit the iniquity thereof unto it. And the land itself vomit out her inhabitants.
That's why the Lord put us on the bottom of society, because we start being like these immoral, sexual, deviant other races. So now look at us. He vomited us out. Now we out here living like a lawless people when we don't even understand that we have laws on sexual conduct. Now you go back and rewind the tape. I done did like about an hour and 30 minutes on it already. You got to go back and read the tape. You know what I mean? I went into what sex is, what marriage is. I went into what adultery is, what fornication is, all that.
Right.
Just rewind the tape, but we're not done with you yet. Read on.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. Gabar, Zakarwan, can y'all still hear me? The feed had went out. There we go. All right, well, we back up, man. Get a Most High a hand, man. Listen, man, you can't stop this truth from coming out, man.
Damn right.
And I know the white man had to do somewhere in the back of my mind. I know the white man had something to do with that.
That's
The
right.
white man is the devil. We blame technical issues on the white man too. He's such a damn devil, man.
That's
You know what I mean? We talking about our people having sexual morality and walking upright in the sight of the Most High God, and that's what y'all can do. Interrupt our program. You see it's back up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Let's get back to the script, Baba Kashah. You can go to the next verse, Baba Kashah.
Count. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 27. For all these abominations have the man of the land done. Have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled.
The Babylonians was faggots.
Right.
Africans. The Egyptians were Africans and they were faggots. You know what I mean? They talking about that in the conscious community, where the top part is the vagina and this part represents man, shut the fuck up, man.
Right.
God say don't be a goddamn faggot. Don't sleep with your daughter and your son.
That's it.
We don't need all that talking, all that conscious community bullshit.
Right.
And no, cussing is not a sin. We went over there earlier. For all you stupid ass Christians. I don't like the way he talk. Fuck you. Somebody should have told you this when you was younger. You know.
Count.
You know.
Count. Verse 28. And the land, Salakia, and the land spew not you out also.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
When you defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you.
You see that? All the nations that was around the Israelites. God told us not to be like them. Don't eat from that tree of good and evil. He was talking about the other races. That's how you know it's talking about nations. Anytime you read in the Bible, it's talking about a tree. Y'all ever heard of family tree? It wasn't literal fruit. It was talking about don't eat from these different trees, these different families, these other races.
Right.
Be nothing like them. Don't eat what they eat. Don't have sex the way they have sex.
Right.
Don't have sex with them.
That's right.
That's sexual immorality, man. That's against the Most High.
Right.
Jungle fever and all that's a whole different topic. Okay. But the same way he spewed them out and did not give them laws, he gave us laws. So if you disobey him, guess what? He got to lift up your skirt and spew you out.
That's right.
That's where you get STD and AIDS, my friend.
Mm.
And we so happen to be number one in the HIV and AIDS pandemic.
Right.
Because we started to live like the other races, man. Don't let Madonna and them tell us how to live. Continue, Baba Kashah.
Count. Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 20. Whoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that could commit them, shall be cut off from among their people.
See that? Anything that we just read about, any sexual misconduct from you that God told you not to do and you do it, we used to cut you off from amongst your people.
Right.
And a lot of times we would dig a hole, put your whole body in it, and throw rocks into your head until you have no more breath in your despicable, freaky guts, because you was a freak.
Mm.
God told you how you can and cannot have sex and who you can and cannot do it with.
Right.
You try to be sneaky, huh?
Mm.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 30. Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs, which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your God.
So you defile not yourselves therein, man. So you don't get anything in your mind, any inkling in your mind that you can live like the other nations, man. Because it all also too go back to worship of false gods, man.
Right.
I'm gonna do a class next week on Halloween, and I'm gonna show you how all that All Hallows Eve and all that, they used to have wild sex orgies around them bonfires. Yeah, that come from white people, man.
That's right.
Okay, you can drop that. Now, here go another segment of the class. And I know you're not gonna like this, brothers and sisters. But you can't dress like a hoe either. Give me Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 9 and 10. You can't even dress like no damn cum bucket. You understand? Because guess what? Niggas gonna treat you that way. Not only is niggas gonna treat you that way, you're not supposed to dress like that because you're uncovering your nakedness. We just read a law on you cannot uncover the nakedness of your brothers and sisters. Because the moment you uncover the nakedness of your brother and your sister, you might well just go and watch porn.
Right.
Because that's what they doing, uncovering their nakedness, which is a sin against the Lord. All right. Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha, chapter 26, verse 9 and 10, Baba Khan.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They thought I was lying. You can't dress like no goddamn hoe, man.
Right.
And that ain't just talking about out in the streets. If you got children, put on a goddamn t-shirt and a bra up under it. Remember, grandma they used to wear slips.
Right.
They used to wear bras and all kind of girdles and all kind of stuff up under them big long titties.
Right.
Titties come down to their knees, but they had them covered up. Women nowadays come walking downstairs, titties flapping all them big cassava melons flapping all over the goddamn place. Put some goddamn clothes on.
That's right.
Read that again from the top if you will. Because this go to the men too. This go to the men too.
Right.
You may be known by your looks too. You come down the stairs with a wife beater on, knowing your son and daughter right there.
That's right.
You a goddamn nasty ass nigga, man. You ain't supposed to dress like that in front of your kid. You can wear baller shorts, but if you're gonna have a white beater, put a t-shirt on top of that white beater.
That's
man.
right.
That goes for you too.
Right.
Come walking down the stairs with some baller shorts, your little rod on hard. Nobody want to see that. You freaky nigga.
Right.
Them kids is like sponges. They soak up everything they see. So
That's
they
right.
see you walk around the house like that, they're gonna think they can do it, man.
That's right.
They ought to feel ashamed. You ought to be ashamed to even knock on the door when I'm in the goddamn shower.
Right.
Wait till I come up out that shower. I'll talk to you later on when I'm finished. Okay? We got to get laws on sexual conduct back in order, man. Bring back putting on that blouse. I'm not telling you that you can't look sexy, sis. By all means, look sexy. Okay? You ain't got no choice. Look at the curves the Lord gave you.
Good night.
But all I'm saying is cover it up. Your man's supposed to see that just out blatantly open. And your kids ain't supposed to see it at the house either, man. That's simply what the Bible is trying to tell us, man. Read on.
So like a sister
Go ahead.
laughing.
Oh, you got a question?
No, she laughing.
Oh, so lock it. Most High Christ, man. We got Sister Commodore. What's going on? Tapping in from Chicago. What's going on, sis? Stepping on toes. The brother Gabar say stepping on toes now. Hey, Most High Christ. That's the point.
Right.
The Christians didn't step on toes. They were too busy heel toeing in them damn gospel songs.
Right.
Kurt Franklin made a song called Stomp.
Mm.
Now, what in the hell that got to do with teaching your woman how to cover up her goddamn titties?
That's right.
Or her breasts, or whatever you want to call them. Y'all know what they is. Let's call a spade a spade. Excuse my language. Read on. Read from the top if you would.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks.
In her haughty looks, man. I don't know about y'all, but if I see a white man coming towards me in a police uniform with the belt and the 45 and the billy club, I'm gonna assume he's a police officer because he looked like a police officer.
Right.
If she looked like a hoe, she is a hoe. Bottom goddamn line.
Damn right.
Cover up your ass. Now, I'm not telling you got to dress like you got curtains. You wearing curtains and cut the eyes out. I ain't talking about cover up like them stupid Muslims over there in
That's right.
Saudi Arabia. You don't got to do all that, man. Just wear it to where it can fit. You sisters out there that's 300 pounds, get a 300-pound dress. Don't try to slide your big bone behind in them little ass dresses because you want to look like little women. Let little women look like little women.
That's right.
Me personally, I like give me a big 300-pounder. I like mine BBW. I like my dress like a BBW too. I know what's up under there.
Right.
Okay, don't dress like a hoe. More to the story. Read on.
And eyelids.
And the eyelids, man. I was talking to one sister, man. Her damn her eyebrows looked like she had damn the bottom of a broomstick where you sweep. It looked like she had that, man. She looking at me, and her eyelids, and she looking at flirting with her eyes. You got a husband. What is your eyes looking at me flirting with me for? You ain't supposed to even be looking at me with your haunty eyelids. Read on.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless.
If your daughter be shameless, man. Like my daughters, I got 4 daughters. I ain't got no sons. I teach them all the time to have shame. If thy daughters be shameless, go ahead.
Can. Keep her in straightly.
Keep her in straightly, man. You teach her to walk in God's law, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's right.
Teach her how to dress. When company around, you don't wear this around company. You don't wear this around me or your mother. You cover yourself. And when they be like, oh, no, now you know you're raising something.
Right.
They know they seeing something they ain't supposed to be seeing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They not supposed, if you're a little girl, you're not supposed to see your mother's naked body with her with no boy shorts on, none of that. You know what I mean? You ain't supposed to see none of that. Now, if y'all getting dressed at a wedding with her, something like that, okay. But I'm just talking about just willy-nilly walking up and down the crib with blunt hanging out your mouth, just carnally.
Right.
Go ahead.
Can. Keep her in straightly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Liberty means freedom.
Right.
You give your daughter too much freedom to dress how she wants to. Guess what? That's exactly what the fuck she gonna do.
That's right.
You don't have no choice. You're gonna wear and dress how I told you to dress.
That's right.
Or you can get the fuck out my goddamn house. Pick if you want to be homeless or not. I don't give a damn. And if I see you out in the street still dressed like a hoe, I'll walk right past you and love all the rest of the kids who obey me. That's what our God do.
Right.
You think God give a damn about your nasty ass after he done told you not to dress like a hoe and you do it anyway?
Right.
No, he don't. He just said he'll spew you out and cast you out. He just said it. God ain't no damn I love everything and everything you do. Go ahead.
And Salaki say, if I may, round of applause.
Damn right.
That's heavy what you're bringing out, because we need that,
Damn
you
right.
know, in the black community. And a lot of times I hear brothers and sisters ranting and raving. People come on the internet crying, oh, they're doing everything right in their life and things just not working out for them. No, you're not. You probably dressing like a hoe. That's one.
Right.
You probably being an undercover homosexual as a man.
Right.
Yes, you might have a good spirit, but you're not keeping these laws, man.
You're not keeping
So something always gonna have to affect you. You're gonna be under one of these curses. You know what I mean?
Damn
What
right.
you're bringing out is heavy, my Lord. That was it.
I perceive thou art a prophet, because what you didn't know, the next scripture is about to solidify exactly what you just said.
Good.
But we're gonna
night.
stay in Ecclesiastes. That's crazy that you said that. Watch. Just watch.
Come on, Khan.
Keep reading, Baba Kasha.
Come on, Khan. Verse 11.
No, let's read 10 again.
Come on, Khan. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Stop letting her spend the night with her little hoe cousins. What the hell you think she's gonna be? She's gonna be influenced to be a hoe. I don't care. Don't let her spend the night with them little badass hoe cousins of hers.
Right.
Keep her in straightly. She under your supervision all time.
Right.
I know you got to work, but you make sure she gonna make sure she call Daddy, I'm going here. Daddy, I'm going there. To be honest with you, my wife got to do it sometime. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. Because what? I keep them in straightly. I don't let them overdo with much liberty. I don't give a damn if you is grown, bitch. You my wife.
Right.
What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Now let's get to the boys.
Come
Okay. Unless you want your daughters to grow up and be like Glorilla or Cardi B, just don't listen to this class and keep doing what you've been doing.
Right.
They're a hoe like you anyway. Okay. Ecclesiasticus 30 and 11 through 13.
Khan out of one.
Now this for the little boys. That's crazy that you said that. Aya. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay in Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, and we're gonna read verse 11 through 13.
Khan out of one.
God, wait a minute. Sis Commodore said, mothers are definitely the teachers of their daughters. The water to the Most High for modesty. Give Commodore a damn hand, man. Damn right. My brother just said that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Sisters, that's your direct responsibility, man. You know what I mean? The men supposed to teach the boys how to be men, and the women supposed to teach the little girls how to be women. But the final say-so is to the man.
That's right.
A man can absolutely teach a woman how to be a woman. You want to know how I know? Because God gave us the book of Proverbs,
Right.
how to be a virtuous woman. So your value can be above rubies, and how not to be a stinking whore. Guess who was teaching that virtuous woman how to be a virtuous woman? A man.
Right.
In that book.
Oh my God. Salaki,
God, go ahead.
I got a precept, but I don't know if you want to go over this and then go over it.
Let's get the precept.
Okay,
Hell
come,
yeah,
come,
let's
come.
get it. Aya.
Based on what you're saying right now, like right at this very moment.
God.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Good night. I feel like get up, cut the backflip right now. That went right with it. You see what I'm saying? What is hell coming to me? I feel like breaking. Get a brother ahead, man. That was and your man's supposed to rule over you, meaning he's supposed to be the head of the house. Now, if you got a wife, she knows how to dress modestly, she knows how to shop. You ain't gotta. You can trust, in her. You know what I mean? Your trust is well within her. But if you got some woman that can't even take an order, every time you tell her to do something, you get an attitude.
Right.
You damn right you got to tell her how to dress, because obviously she don't know how to shut her damn mouth. You know what I mean? But there are some women who was dressed, who was raised in with a Jehovah's Witness and all that, and they teach them how to put on them. I ain't gonna lie, them Jehovah's Witness women, They got that part right about the dress.
Right.
They know how to dress, but they don't know who God's chosen people is. That blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians are the Israelites.
Right.
They don't know sex is marriage. They don't know God's laws on sexual conduct. Because believe it or not, them Jehovah Witness women in there, them men is fucking them. Don't let them dresses fool you.
Right.
Trust me, you can dress modestly and still be a $2 hoe under that dress.
That's right.
Trust me. So don't think you're fooling nobody in here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go ahead, read what you got.
Khan, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 30 and verse 11. Give him no liberty in his youth.
Give your son no liberty in his youth, man. Don't let him go hang with his hard-head, badass, robbing ass, stealing ass, thieving cousins either.
That's right.
Keep him in straightly too under you, man.
That's right.
Let him look up to his father, man. You ain't never seen me beat a woman. You ain't never seen me have a threesome.
Right.
You ain't never seen me take you to the strip club talking about this your token or your introduction to manhood.
Right.
Taking them to the strip club. You'll never see that.
Right.
Read it again.
Khan, Ecclesiasticus 30 and 11. Give him no liberty in his youth.
Unless you want him to learn how to smoke Newports like I did.
Mm.
Unless you want him to be introduced to the Bloods and the Crips like I was.
Right.
At least this what you must do. Give him no liberty, no freedom to do what the hell he want to do, man.
Right.
School, grades, that's your responsibility.
That's
After
right.
that, we going to class and learning how to be men of the Lord. Okay?
Right.
The same way your mama and them made you go to church and pulled you by the ear is the same way you ought to be trying to get them into the truth.
That's right.
But here's the thing, though. God say, my sheep hear my voice. So if they want to still be hard-headed and be like, I don't want to come in there, that's a coat. They too strict. Fuck them. Yeah. Fuck the kids, too. Yeah. Keep going.
Khan. And wink not at his follies.
And wink not at his follies. Oh, man, you smoking weed. I did the same thing when I was younger, young blood. Now, wink not at his follies, man.
Right.
We supposed to teach the younger brothers, man, that you doing wrong, man. I went to prison for that, man.
Right.
The thing you doing, I went to prison for, man. And you ain't nowhere near tougher than me, boy. Go ahead.
Khan. Verse 12. Bow down his neck.
Bow down his neck, man. You stay on his ass, man. We done became pussy-ass parents, man.
That's right.
We done came some weak parents in this place, man. Got your son wearing slacks, church shoes, and high waters, looking like a straight-up clown, man.
Right.
Get that boy some boots and some goddamn army fatigues. Give him some all black to put on. We'll show him how to be a man.
That's right.
And we'll show him how to be a soldier, man. Christ said this. He said, be a good soldier. Be a good soldier, man, in this work that he put before us, man.
Right.
Because we just the army of the Lord, believe it or not, man. And ain't no pussy, ain't no soft niggas up in here.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Khan. Bow down his neck. Salakia. The book of Ecclesiasticus 30 and 12. Bow down his neck while he is young.
Man, you got a direct responsibility. Now, we said that about the women earlier.
Right.
About not dressing, teaching them how to dress and how to cook and how to clean and be modest, be sweet, how to taste good and smell good, all that.
Right.
But brothers, we got a responsibility. You bow, when it mean bow his neck, I'll give you an example. The men above me, I listen to them. I bow my neck and listen to their teaching.
Right.
Because I know they're teaching directly from this. The word of the Most High God, the Bible, the King James Version, okay? Directly from it. They ain't coming out of their own carnality, making prosperity speeches. I prophesy over your life. I mean, fuck all that, man.
Right.
Teach me how not to steal from my brothers.
That's right.
So I won't have to kick another door down and do a home invasion.
Right.
And go to prison for it. Teach me that, okay? Teach me a trade and a skill, okay? Bow down these young boys' necks in these ghettos so they don't have to look at movies like Boys in the Hood and be a menace to goddamn society.
That's right.
Read on.
Khan. And beat him on
wait a minute. Now that's the other part. See, that's the other side of the Lord. That don't sound like no love to me. And do what?
And beat him.
And do what?
Beat him.
Beat his goddamn ass, man. Let's see why. Read on.
On the sides while he's...
Hold on. It say on the sides. So don't go whoop him like, your cruel grandmama and your mama and them. They'll wait till you get in the damn bathtub and beat you with a goddamn drop cord with your ass naked.
Right.
But they can tell you go out there and get a hickory. You know what I mean? I'm showing my age.
I understand.
A hickory is a switch. They wait till you get it. They wait till you get in that bad water and whoop your ass.
Right.
That ain't how you do it, man. You go in there, remember, my parents that sit me down. Now, we only doing this because we love Y'all remember them talks?
Right.
Before they beat your ass? One time I said, you don't love me, motherfucker. I about got knocked the hell out. My father was playing that. This is why right here. And do what?
Beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn.
Let's see, wax stubborn and what? Keep going.
And be disobedient unto thee.
He gonna think he gonna think his balls bigger than yours.
Right.
He gonna try you. You beat him while he's young, so he'll understand not to ever cross that line. Okay. And guess what? Now I ask you, PK, we believe in this Bible. Why you think we say con out of one con, sir?
That's right.
Okay. Don't cross the line with the brothers above you, man. You know what I mean? Because ain't no punks in here. You man, yeah, we the real prophets of the Lord.
That's right.
Man, we're not telling you we're gonna whoop your ass if you come in here, man. But just watch the lines you cross.
That's right.
Okay? That's what it's saying, man. Because God, he's gonna be the ultimate one to whoop your ass.
That's
We ain't
right.
gotta touch you.
That's right.
You know, Christ died, so the priest ain't gotta put fingers on you no more. But your children is telling you to whoop them while they're young. Chastise them. Why you think you went through that hell of a life you went through? Because God is whooping you. That's your chastisement.
That's right.
God been whooping your ass. What you thought you sat in that jail cell for? What do you think they had to come out and shoot you in your ass with some penicillin for? That's God whooping your whole ass.
That's right.
Keep going.
Come. This book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 30 and verse 12 at the end. And so bring sorrow to thine heart.
Yeah, your son is gonna bring sorrow to your heart. He's gonna embarrass you, man.
That's right.
The whole community. Oh man, that's his son right there. Now everybody loved, man. That's LeBron's son right there, man. Look at him, man, in the NBA.
Right.
But look at your son growing up just like you. Look at him. Cover your pocketbooks up. Here you go. You know what I mean? Watch your kids. He molests kids. He gonna bring shame on your household, man.
Come.
Because you was a terrible parent.
Right.
Go ahead.
And it's gonna show, so like if I may, my Lord, and it's gonna show that you as a parent, you have a bad reputation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your reputation is not clean.
Right.
So the reflection of how you are is how your child is going to be.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. Get a brother a hand.
Silaki.
That's exactly what the Bible says. That's exactly what the scriptures say. Your kids are a reflection of you, man. Now, if you raise your kid like me, thank Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Thank the Most High and His Son Christ.
Damn right.
My daughters, they straight A students. They not in the truth. You know what I mean? I didn't know the truth when I was raising them. You know what I mean? But I still raised them with some moral compass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was when I came in here when I realized all the errors of my ways. Yeah, their whole life I sold dope. I had a job too, but I sold dope too. See what I'm saying? And they seen that because they were getting all the benefits of where the dope money came from.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now they understand, damn. And I even, when I came into the truth, man, I apologized to my daughters, man. I apologize. I was like, man, y'all supposed to never seen that side of me.
Right.
But I promise you, you'll never see that again.
That's right.
But you're still going to do what they
Damn,
do.
that's honorable.
Damn right. Most High in Christ. So with that being said, man, any more on that?
Khan.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 12 and 13. Chastise thy son and hold him to labor, lest lewd behavior be an offense unto thee.
Man, listen, train them up in the work of the Lord, man.
Right.
That's why we call he need to get a job too. Teach him how to train him up. You know what I mean? But doing the work of the Lord is different from having a regular job, being a slave in the white man's society. You train that little boy up, man, so he don't go out and be popping every hole he see, getting them pregnant.
Right.
Now, next thing you know, he on child support.
That's right.
This class is on laws on sexual conduct. You're going to end up on child support if you're not conducting yourself appropriately sexually, male or female.
Right.
You're going to have a baby daddy who ain't worth nothing. You're going to have a baby mama who ain't worth nothing. And those kids are going to grow up to be worth nothing. And with that, we're going to go ahead and clip up the class, give it up.
Okay.
We're going to pass the class over to officer, to Ayaza Baba Kashab.
ISUPK security announcements with the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other.
Pause right there if you could, Baba Kashah. That this right here is very important. This class being laws on sexual conduct, I pray y'all go wind the tape and go watch it again from the beginning. But this is important. In our school, we got a 6-month rule to a year rule. First 6 months, you first of all, you got to get permission to court a sister in this school. You don't get what it say, liberty. We don't get much liberty in here, much freedom to do what the hell we want to do. You go ask somebody, can you court somebody, meaning date them, talk to them, get to know them, kick your game to them. The person, the camp leader over that zone, will let you know. They'll go holler at the captain or whatever. And you know, and that's how I get worked out in here. You know what I mean? And you want to court that sister for 6 months. After that, you want to court her another 6 months, man. And let me tell you how I was trained in here. Call her a bitch and see how she react. Okay? Make sure you say bitch and see how she react. Because don't wait till you done married the sister. You done had sex with her, now you married. Now you call her a bitch and she turned into a monster from the Black Lagoon. Make sure she get used to that word bitch. Okay? Okay, that's just me though. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
God.
You want to know how a woman act when everything ain't all good.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? She might turn into a whole different person. Now you got one that's gonna stick with you know what, man. I'm gonna do what this nigga telling me, man. He ain't out here fucking no hoes. He ain't out here being sexual, living teaching this way and living another way. Right. You see what I'm saying? This nigga really the change I needed. Man, follow that brother, man. Because here's the thing: once you have sex, ain't no undoing it according to God.
That's right.
The first one leave is the one who transgressed the law of the Most High God.
Right.
This 6 month to a year rule is very important. And I had to say something. This being the laws on sexual conduct class. Salaki, brother.
You too are, my lord. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew, which is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of every increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. Upcoming holy convocations.
We have, hold on one second. We have Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication. Hold on, let me get the date for you real quick. That's what I'm looking for on my phone. All right. It's in here somewhere. I think I passed it. Hanukkah, though, the Feast of Dedication, that's going to be around December. I want to say around December. We'll get the dates and everything together. I have it already ready for you. But I know for a fact the Feast of Hanukkah or the Feast of Dedication, which is Hanukkah, that'll be in December. Get ready for the next high holy day. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're going to have it here at our school with 1539 North Ridge Avenue, Kannapolis. You want to see us, ISUPK Charlotte. On Facebook, ISUPK Charlotte. On YouTube, ISUPK the 704. But next holy convocation is the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, to be coming up in December.
Khan. Remind Akim and Aquathium to check the bulletin board in the hallway, social media, Facebook, Instagram, and so on. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, they must start wearing all black, which includes boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, Imadium, which means to stand. Wahapanyakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamayam, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwathka, Tabaa, Ratazarka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayam, Nathanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaklanau, Kabawathanawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawathanawa, Wala'a, Tabi'anawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Awashaynawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wathaparath, I will love you. Aman.
We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy
Thy
name.
kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done
Thy will be done
in earth
as
as it is in heaven.
it is in
Give
heaven.
us this day
Give us this
our
day
daily bread.
our daily
And
bread.
forgive us our
And
debts
forgive us our
as we
debts.
forgive our
As we
debtors.
forgive our
And
debtors.
lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation.
but deliver us,
Deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom
thine is the kingdom
and the power
and the power
and the glory
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, I Madiam Shabbat, I Madiam, Barak,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shem Yahweh Barakatah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah.
Mata, Sa, turn and face the sisters. Sister, I Madiam, sis, put your hands like this. Back by your head. Men of Israel, one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, I Madiam Shabbat, I Madiam, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Allah Shem Yahweh Shai.
Repeat after me. Yahweh, Shema, Al, Ata, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. That means, you want to say it?
What we just said to the brothers when we said Yahweh, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah, we ask the Lord to bless our brothers, our Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian brothers in the name of our Black King Christ. And the sisters, when we said Yahweh Shema, Alatah Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, we ask the Lord to watch over our Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian sisters in the name of our Black King Christ. We said it in Hebrew.
And with that, class dismissed.
Man, y'all want to make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night's class, man. I want to give a thanks to Ayaza, priest Ayaza, man, coming in, standing in the gap for a brother, man. It's Red, man. I came up in here, man. Shalom, sis. ISUPK Charlotte is the platform on Facebook. If you want to subscribe to our channel, ISUPK the 704 on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe, please. And if you Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you're welcome to come to all our classes and events. And with that, shalom, Israel. Mm-hmm.